Previously on the practice.
His name is William Hinks. He's a serial psycho head chopper. We just successfully got acquitted. Now he's obsessed or something with Lindsay. I just want you to scare him.
I'll take care of it, Bobby.
Hello, Lindsay. If you're getting this, it's at the instructions of my probate attorney, which means I must be dead. That's unfortunate. I usually like to have the last laugh. This is my little insurance policy on that.
Get out.
What?
Go!
Can't go in there. Can't go in there. Get back. Get back.
Let me put it.
Get back.
Lucy! Look out! Lucy! Look out! I'm going with her.
Come on, we gotta get through here. Come on.
Step aside, please.
People, get out of the way. Coming through.
Coming through.
You gotta get through here. Go back away.
Right here. You just stay calm. I'm right here. Can you tell me your injuries?
Not yet.
I'm right here with you.
Heart stopped. Get the paddles.
Charging at 200. Clear.
Nothing.
Charging at 360. Clear.
Okay, she's back. She's back, okay. 20-year-old female. BP is 120 over 90.
I want to be with her.
You can't, sir. You have to wait here. What have you got?
35-year-old female in an explosion. Wanted to full arrest.
How long was she down?
80 over 0 response. Unconscious.
Sir, I'm sorry. You cannot go past this point.
You learn anything more?
Just explosion. That's all I got.
Lucy was conscious. I think she's okay.
Beck isn't.
Dr. Evans to OR Nurses Station. Dr. Evans to OR Nurses Station. Dr. Hoffman to medical records. Dr. Hoffman to medical records.
Have you received any threats or...
To bomb us? No.
Lucy Hatcher?
That's us.
She's okay. She suffered a concussion and a couple of lacerations. Other than that, just some bruises. The x-rays were all negative.
Can we see her?
She's being stitched up. After that, they'll bring her out.
What about Rebecca Washington?
The other doctors are treating her. I'll check for you.
Bobby, is she okay?
We don't know. The doctors are still working on her.
What happened?
There was some kind of explosion in the office.
What were her injuries?
We're not sure yet.
Or is she conscious or...
I don't think so.
Hey, Lucy. Whoa. Are you all right?
Yeah, just some stitches.
What happened?
William Hinks.
What?
There was a tape recorder with a message in it. Something about him getting the last laugh, and Beck said run, and then everything just blew up.
The voice. He identified himself as Hinks.
I know his voice.
Jimmy.
Lucy's okay. We don't know about Rebecca. Hinks sent the bomb.
Can I talk to you a bit about this tape recorder?
Yeah.
I'd also like you to talk to some people from our bomb squad.
How'd it get there?
Hinks's probate attorney sent it over.
Do you know his name?
There might have been a letter, but I don't remember.
Dr. Shaw to ER. Dr. Shaw.
Rebecca Washington?
That's my daughter.
She suffered some pretty tough internal injuries. There's also some swelling in the brain. Now, she's still unconscious and probably will stay that way until the swelling goes down. We need to repair her spleen, and it's possible that she may lose a kidney. She's on her way to the OR now.
Is she gonna live, Doctor?
Well, we're hoping she will, yes.
We're all hoping. The question is, will she?
Well, we'll know better once we get in there. I'll come out as soon as we're finished.
Doctor, no transfusions.
I'm sorry?
My daughter, she's a Jehovah's Witness. She can't have any blood transfusions.
She's not a Jehovah's Witness.
She is.
Elaine,
Bobby, I know my daughter's faith. And she would not want a transfusion under any circumstances.
Mrs. Washington, she's already lost a lot of blood. To withhold a transfusion at this point would pose a very grave risk.
You can do the surgery. You can use non-blood alternatives, but no blood.
Are there any other family members here?
I'm her only family.
Elaine, I think...
Bobby, no.
What are we facing?
Well, we can do auto transfusions for the surgery.
What's that mean?
Well, we basically recycle her own blood. But she's lost almost 3 liters coming in. The odds of her surviving without a transfusion...
Let me talk to her.
Bobby, I said no. Do the surgery, no blood.
1 second, Elaine.
This is my daughter.
1 second. What do I need to do?
I'm sorry?
To authorize the transfusion.
Well, you need to convince the mother.
The patient's intent.
I can't take your word over her mother's on what the patient's intent is. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go over to the mother, then I'll come back to you and tell you she consented. Then you'll be authorized to give the transfusion. Then you'll be covered.
This authorization isn't to technically cover the surgeons. It's to protect the patient's rights.
How is this patient protected if she's going to die?
Mr. Donnell, the ethics of this arena are perhaps a little different than the one you're used to playing in.
Tell me, how does it become more ethical to let her die in your arena, Doctor?
I'm sorry, but this hospital needs more than your personal assurance to perform this transfusion.
I'm going to court first thing in the morning. In the meantime, keep working on Elaine.
Okay.
We found this correspondence in the debris. It's from Roland Hofstra. He's a probate attorney.
Dear Miss Dole, my client bequeathed this item to you. Sincerely, Roland Hofstra.
Lucy must have thrown it away.
She could have. She was kind of in a daze over her rape case.
How's Rebecca?
She's still in surgery. Bobby's gonna go into court.
The mother still won't budge.
Detective? Eleanor?
Kevin?
My God, what happened? It's like a bomb went off.
Wheelchair to admitting. Wheelchair to admitting. Dr. Behringer to ER3. Dr. Behringer to ER3.
We repaired the spleen. No other internal organs were damaged. We didn't have to take the kidney. She came through pretty well. The blood loss is still a major concern. Her heart rate is 168. It should be in the 70s. Right now, our biggest worry is that she could go into shock.
Can I see her?
She'll be taken to ICU. You can see her there in about an hour.
Thank you.
She really needs blood, Mrs. Washington. I'll have a nurse bring you to the ICU.
Elaine, please.
Eugene, when she was in surgery, you sat there for a long time with your eyes closed. What were you doing?
Praying.
You turned to your faith. My daughter and I would like to turn to ours.
No warning, no hearing.
Okay, did you facilitate the relationship?
No, I knew about it, but that's it. I was fired because a fellow teacher had an affair with a student, and I didn't report it. That's the extent of my participation, if you could even call it that.
Were you involved in a cover-up?
No,
or...
Eleanor, you know me. I would never...
Okay. The teacher who had the affair, he's a friend.
Yes. That's probably the problem. They're finding me guilty by association. It's not right. I didn't do anything wrong.
When's the hearing with the school board?
This afternoon.
And you're coming to me now?
I was gonna have my union rep do it, but...
Kevin, one of my partners just got critically injured. I don't think that I'm...
Okay.
Actually, the distraction, there's nothing we can really do here.
I'll do this. Let me take one shot with the principal. What's he like?
Usually fair, but he's also stubborn.
Is he at school now?
I'm sure he is.
Let's go.
What do you expect me to do?
Give me a court order.
To override a person's religious freedom?
It's my opinion that Rebecca Washington would want the transfusion.
And that would mean something if your opinion mattered, but it doesn't, Mr. Donald. You have no standing here and you know it.
I believe an argument can be made to substitute my judgment for the mother's.
Even if that's true, that argument is certainly not going to be made ex parte.
Time is of the essence.
Then why did you come here without Mrs. Washington? She was in the hospital room with you.
Your Honor.
You came looking for a favor.
Your Honor, I believe
But I don't give them. And truth be told, I'm offended that you'd think...
I don't give a damn whether you're offended or not. A person could die here.
However close to her you may be.
If she doesn't get the transfusion, she will die.
I'll give you a hearing. With the mother. Give her notice right now, and I'll see you in an hour.
It's only a presumption in favor of family members. It's not codified anywhere.
Just print the cases. I'll read them on the way over.
The best ones are from New Jersey.
I highlighted First Circuit.
You okay?
It's just my stupid back.
That was Eugene. She's still unconscious.
Come on, Lindsay. We should go. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just go.
I just thought, without trivializing the infraction of a teacher having a sexual liaison with a student, we can all agree Kevin Riley never condoned Milton Buttle's actions, and...
I don't think that we can agree to that at all. Your client was complicit with his silence, Miss Tutt.
Excuse me, it's Fret. And while we can question Kevin's decision to remain silent, nothing in his behavior suggests that he either approved of the affair
Nothing in
or
his
even...
behavior suggests he disapproved of it.
That isn't true, Stephen,
Kevin,
and you...
a punishment must be proportionate to the crime. Wouldn't you agree there, Mr. Harper?
I would.
And does this seem proportionate? Kevin got the same sanction as Milton Buttle.
This sounds like an argument you should probably be making with the school board.
I was hoping it wouldn't have to come to that.
Well, I'm afraid it will. My decision is final here.
You know, my uncle's a teacher.
Oh, well, then by all means, Mr. Riley, you're reinstated. We had no idea Mr. Berluti had an uncle.
I don't think we need to get sarcastic. What I was about to say, my uncle, he keeps telling me how we need good teachers, how there's this big shortage. And here, this is a good one.
The reason we need more teachers, Mr. Berluti, is that people are forsaking the profession due to the continuing erosion of respect for educators, which erosion we will never stem until we begin to get serious about weeding out the bad ones.
That's a bunch of garbage, Scott.
Kevin?
Well, you think the teaching profession will flourish with you as the poster boy?
Mr. Riley, if Lisa Greer had been 1 year younger, your face might be appearing on posters along with Milton Buttle's.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
All right, look. This isn't a decision we made easily, but it is one which was nevertheless warranted, and I'll stick by it. If you want to take your case to the school board, you are certainly free to do so. Any other way I can be helpful, Miss Frutt?
Well, maybe a tip. I've never appeared before the school board before, so I was wondering, does your kind of blatant condescension prove to be persuasive there?
I think we're done.
No, Mr. Harper. We're not.
I thought it was a tape recorder.
Where were you keeping it, Mr. Hofstra?
Look, I'm not comfortable answering
You're
all
not
of-
going anywhere, Mr. Hofstra. You will answer these questions. Please sit. Where were you keeping it?
In a safety deposit box.
And he instructed you to deliver it to Miss Dole upon his death.
Yes.
Why didn't you identify it as coming from Mr. Hinks?
That was one of the stipulations in the codicil, that he didn't want to be identified.
Did you know Mr. Hinks to be an alleged serial killer?
Well, certainly he talked about it, but... Miss Gamble, it was a will. I am a trust and estates attorney. I thought it was a tape recorder. I had it in my own safe. I never suspected it to be a bomb.
Place him under arrest.
What?
Right now, it's an accessory to a felony. If Rebecca Washington dies, that felony becomes murder.
You can't be serious.
Michael.
Mr. Hofstra, you can go.
Richard.
Do not leave the jurisdiction. Now get out. Helen.
Richard, a woman is almost dead.
You know me. I like to arrest everybody. But the thing was in his own safety deposit box. He clearly didn't think it was a bomb.
It's still negligence. He knows the guy to be a killer.
And even if there were a case, you essentially just squashed it yourself. You didn't Mirandize the guy.
Come on.
Lawyer or not, he has to be read his rights.
Only if it's custodial.
Which it became once you wouldn't let him leave. Look, emotions are running high here. But there's no case to be made against this attorney. At least not yet.
Though there might be a presumption in favor of family members, it's not conclusive. I direct the court's attention in Ray, 1987 case in New Jersey. There, the court wanted to vest decisions of medical treatment with the most concerned parties.
Wouldn't it be tough to beat the mother on that?
Not when the mother is refusing the transfusion, risking the patient's life. There are also two other legal standards being employed by the courts. Best interests of the patient. Here again, saving her life would be in her best interests.
Your Honor, this is about a religious choice. The cases Mr. Donald talks about involve medical decisions. Certainly, if Mrs. Washington were trying to impose her medical judgments, the doctors or the courts could step in. That is not what she is doing. She is exercising a religious freedom.
Yes, the mother's freedom. This does not reflect what Rebecca would want, which brings us to the substituted judgment standard. In the absence of a clear directive from the patient, the court can substitute its judgment for that patient. And in looking to...
Hold on, Mr. Donald. Jehovah's Witnesses are against blood transfusions. Is there any dispute about that? It seems then that the only question is whether or not Ms. Washington is in fact a Jehovah's Witness, because if she is...
She isn't.
We have the declaration of her mother. I can also proffer other Jehovah's Witnesses who've attended meetings with her.
Even if she is, I submit there are Jehovah's Witnesses who would take the transfusion.
Oh, come on, counsel.
Just like there are Catholics who favor birth control and Jews who believe in Jesus. Just because somebody subscribes to a particular religion doesn't mean he or she accepts all the tenets practiced.
But certainly the presumption would have to be that she wouldn't want the transfusion.
How can you make that presumption when the likely result is death? Shouldn't the benefit of the doubt go to her surviving?
Look, unless you can demonstrate that Ms. Washington would accept a transfusion, can you?
I believe with a short evidentiary hearing, we could prove that she would want the transfusion, yes.
Let's go then.
Well, we need an hour to get our witnesses.
You have an hour.
What are you gonna do?
I'm open to suggestions. Actually, Rebecca told you once that she would want the transfusion, right? No, Fox would see through that. I think she told Lucy.
Bobby,
I can't just let her die.
you're not gonna suborn perjury.
Everybody can sue me after she wakes up.
No, Bobby, I won't let you.
What are we supposed to do, Lindsay? Sit back
You're not gonna lie to the court.
Dr. Blair, Dr. Hamilton, to TCU staff.
Eugene?
No change. They just gave her a CAT scan. Yeah. Swelling on her brain is going down. That's good. What happened in court?
The judge wants a hearing We have to go back. Why are all of you doing this?
We love her. I know you do too. Everybody's just trying to do what they think is right.
She feels so cold.
It's the blood loss, Elaine. Her extremities are getting cold. Can I ask, what's the harm in giving her blood?
It's a biblical prohibition, Eugene. I'm right here, baby. Your mother's right here.
All right, Mr. Donald, let's hear from you.
I'd like to call a witness, Your Honor.
Yes, I gathered as much. Go ahead.
I call Helene Washington to the stand.
I'm sorry. What is going on?
We're trying to determine Rebecca Washington's intent here. Her mother is claiming she knows that intent. I'd like to explore.
My client has faced enough persecution, Your Honor. Her daughter is deathly ill. Now she's forced to be in court.
Her daughter is deathly ill because of this witness, and we're in court.
I object to that.
Bobby? Mr. Donald, I am not going to allow you to beat answers out of this witness to bolster.
Am I allowed an evidentiary hearing here or not?
Forgive my breach of decorum, but get your ass up to this bench right now. With all due respect to your emotion, and I know it runs deep here, I will not allow you to abuse this process, that woman, or me. Have you got that, Mr. Donald?
Yes.
You keep yourself in check and in line. All right, Mrs. Washington, please take the witness chair.
There's a superintendent there, Marcia Shin, known as the Dragon Lady.
Well, we won't be calling her that. Are they close?
No, they're basically enemies.
They don't look like enemies at the moment.
Okay, let's get started. This meeting of the Winslow School Board is hereby called to order. Karen Sawyer will be recording minutes. We are to review Principal Harper's decision to terminate the employment of Kevin Riley. Now, Mr. Harper, we'll begin with you. Would you briefly state the cause of the discharge and please limit yourself to 3 minutes.
One of my teachers, Milton Buttle, was sleeping with a student. Kevin Riley knew about it and sat on the information. If I have any time left over, I'd like to give it to Miss Frutt.
How long have we known each other, Helene?
More than 10 years.
And over that time, I've seen your daughter almost every single day, haven't I?
I'm sure that's true.
How often do you see her?
Not as much as I'd like.
1 day a week? Less?
Less. But that doesn't mean that we're not close.
No, it doesn't. But can you make room for the possibility that I know more about her life than perhaps you do?
I'm sure you know lots of things about her I don't. But clearly you had little idea as to her religious beliefs.
Which is odd, isn't it? Isn't it customary for Jehovah's Witnesses to preach their faith to others?
Not all Jehovah's Witnesses are comfortable doing that.
Not all. We're talking about Rebecca. Have you ever known Rebecca to be shy or uncomfortable expressing her opinion?
No. But perhaps she feared bigotry. Not everybody's as open-minded as you, Bobby.
Yes, let's talk about bigotry. Have you ever known Rebecca to be guilty of bigotry?
No.
In fact, I don't know anybody who rebels against oppression or prejudice more than her. Do you?
Probably not.
How do Jehovah's Witnesses feel about homosexuals?
Homosexuality is considered a sin.
Have you ever known Rebecca to condemn homosexuality?
No.
What about divorce? Under your faith, a married couple is only allowed to divorce in cases of adultery. Anything else would be a sin. Am I right?
Yes.
And yet Rebecca has represented clients, negotiated, even facilitated divorces in cases other than adultery. Is that consistent with being a Jehovah's Witness?
My daughter is against blood transfusions.
She said that to you specifically.
She didn't have to say it specifically. It's fundamental to our faith. Leviticus says, "Whatsoever man eateth any manner of blood, he will cut him off from among his people."
So she might be against transfusions, but not necessarily homosexuals and divorce.
Objection.
Your Honor, Rebecca Washington's life is at stake here. Her life. If there's even a question as to whether she really is a Jehovah's Witness...
There is no question. Rebecca has a problem with bigotry. I grant you she probably does disagree with the condemnation of homosexuality,
What about
but...
premarital sex? That's a sin, too, according to the Jehovah's Witness faith. Does your daughter condemn premarital sex?
I'm sure she may have issue with some of our tenets. But as for our fundamental ones, and this would be...
When she became a lawyer, did you attend her swearing-in ceremony?
Yes, I did, and you were there, too.
I remember her pledging allegiance to the flag. That's against your religion, isn't it?
As long as you don't conscientiously participate
She was saying the words, pledging her allegiance to an emblem. What about abortion? That's prohibited by your religion, isn't it?
Very.
Would you consider that one of the fundamental tenets?
I would.
Would Rebecca ever have an abortion?
Absolutely not.
Did you know she had one? Did you know your daughter had an abortion, Helene?
No, I didn't.
Homosexuality, divorce, premarital sex, saluting flags, abortion. Jehovah's Witnesses are against all these things, yet Rebecca doesn't condemn any of them. She is not a Jehovah's Witness.
She is. And she's against blood transfusions.
Why doesn't she carry a blood card? Jehovah's typically carry blood cards to prevent transfusions, don't they?
It is not a requirement.
But if she were really opposed to such a transfusion, did she just forget to put it in her wallet, Helene?
Objection!
It's your own daughter, for God's sake.
Your Honor!
You're letting her die.
Counsel.
Objection!
Your own daughter. You're letting this voodoo.
Objection!
Mr. Donnell.
Your own daughter.
As you go through the teacher's handbook, the principal's bylines, and the board's own directives, nowhere does it call for a teacher's discharge for failing to report the misconduct of another teacher.
Are you claiming that Mr. Harper had no authority to fire Mr. Riley?
I am saying he had discretion, and given that, we should look at Mr. Riley's record in its totality. And in
If you're admitting this is discretionary, Miss Frudge, what's the basis of your challenge?
I am saying Mr. Harper's decision was an abuse of his discretion. To terminate...
Do you agree Milton Buttle should have been fired?
Yes, but...
What if Milton Buttle had carried on this affair using Kevin Riley's apartment?
That never happened.
I'm asking you, what if it did? If Mr. Riley had offered up the keys to his apartment?
That might be participation, but
What if he just offered words of encouragement? Go for it, Milt. Would he have crossed the line there?
I think yes, but again, he didn't do that.
Maybe not. But saying nothing? Can't that be construed as tacit approval?
He did say something to Milton Buttle. He unequivocally denounced the relationship and told him to end it. He only was silent with Stephen Harper and Scott Goober.
Okay, I think we understand your position. Mr. Harper?
You know my position.
The board votes to discharge Kevin Riley. Thank you.
This meeting is adjourned.
Wait a second, what's the rush?
You have an appropriate remedy with the court, should you choose to appeal.
The hell was that, Stephen?
Kevin, The best thing you could do now is start taking responsibility. Miss Front, Mr. Berluti.
I'm sorry. That was in the bag.
Virtually all the cases, all of them, where the courts are trying to make these tough decisions, they've involved comatose or vegetative patients. The choice was basically death versus vegetable. Here, the choice is death versus full quality of life, complete recovery. The same legal standards can apply. If there's any doubt, I say it again, it has to be in favor of Rebecca Washington's life.
But counsel, I would agree if this was a medical decision. But again, this involves a person's religious freedom.
And I submit she's not a Jehovah's Witness, not for real.
They've given me an affidavit from her fellow congregants. Her mother.
Rebecca and her mother were estranged years ago. Maybe she joined this church to work on their relationship.
You're groping.
I have worked side by side with Rebecca Washington for 12 years. I know her. She doesn't go around preaching to people on the streets. She doesn't condemn homosexuality. She doesn't object to the national anthem. She doesn't denounce premarital sex. She had an abortion herself. She represents clients in divorce cases. None of this is reconcilable with her being a Jehovah's Witness. None of it. And if you want to believe she is, you have to believe she's the kind that doesn't subscribe to all its tenets. And given that, given the possibility that she might not subscribe to the prohibition on transfusions, if there's any question here, please give her the benefit of life. I love this woman, but the doctors can't save her unless you allow them to.
No. Your Honor, may I be heard?
You may.
I know my daughter. We've talked many hours about our faith. She is a Jehovah's Witness. For a Jehovah's Witness, it is against God's law to accept blood. There is no question there. There is no dispute about that. It is the most fundamental of all our tenets. Bobby Donnell gave himself away when he called our faith voodoo. Now, I'm sure to him it is voodoo. But freedom of religion extends to all religions. Whether Bobby Donnell considers them reasonable or not.
Best I can figure, Harper and Shin have butted heads all year, and she's just trying to show support.
Does she control the board?
Pretty much.
All right, look. In victory, you can catch people at their most gracious. So what I'd like to do is take one last crack at Harper. If he's as fair-minded as you say, although personally I have not seen that yet. Any word?
Her blood pressure has dropped to 90 and her heart rate is still really high.
Did Fox say when she'd rule?
She promised by tonight.
Rise. Seated.
People have a right to refuse medical treatment on religious grounds. Whether or not Rebecca Washington would refuse a blood transfusion, the truth is, nobody here knows for sure. As a Jehovah's Witness, my suspicion is she would. And therefore, I shift the burden to Mr. Donald to prove otherwise. The fact that Ms. Washington rejected other tenets of this faith does not persuade me she'd reject this one. The fact remains the tenet on transfusions. That goes to the core of the Jehovah's Witness religion in that God treats blood as sacred. Mrs. Washington, are you sure this is what your daughter would want?
I am, Your Honor.
Petitioner's motion for a court order is denied.
She is going to die.
We're adjourned.
She is going to die.
Counsel.
I don't care. You want to hold me in contempt, do it. I don't care. She is going to die.
I will hold you in contempt.
I'm taking this to the Court of Appeals now.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Lindsay?
Oh, God.
Lindsay?
Get the paramedics.
I think she's hemorrhaging.
Let me see.
Oh, God. I think he's coming out.
What? Get a doctor. Somebody get a doctor.
Oh, he's coming.
You've got a medical training. Get out of this room now, and that's an order.
I was a nurse.
Lindsay, hold on. Help is coming.
No, oh, my God. He's not waiting. He's coming.
He's not due for a month.
Well, he doesn't know that.
Turn on your back, Lindsay. On your back. Okay. Get on your back. Okay. Now, I want you to push on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Where are the paramedics?
Baby's coming now, Mr. Donald.
Atta girl. Now, 1, 2, 3.
Hold on, Lindsay.
Breathe deep, Lindsay. Breathe deep and push.
Now it hurts.
Just hold on, Lindsay.
2.
Oh, shut up. You hold on.
Good. Good. Push.
It's 8 o'clock.
I took a guess. From your weak social skills, I figure you'd have no personal life and that you'd still be working.
Oh, I like that. Can I steal it?
Feel free.
Have a seat.
I know you can, but do you have to?
You don't give up, do you?
Well, the book on you is that you are both compassionate and stubborn. I've seen the stubborn.
And the book on you is you personalize your cases.
Well, Kevin is also a friend. And I thought he was one of yours.
Yeah, which would make his lying to me even more egregious, wouldn't it?
Is that why we're here? Because he lied.
I'm here trying to run a school. You're here apparently to try to tell me how to.
I am only here to try to get you to reconsider.
Asked and answered. Isn't that how it goes?
Look, I did not come here to fight, and I don't really want to go to court. 2-week suspension. That way...
I don't have the authority to suspend him.
Why not?
He doesn't work here anymore. He was fired.
Do you want to go to court, Mr. Harper? Is that what you really, really want?
Seems I do.
Push hard, honey. 1, 2, 3. I see the hand.
Where?
Where do you think? You're one last push away, okay? Now I want you to bear down and push.
Okay.
Push hard.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Push. Here it comes. Okay, here it comes.
Oh, my God.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's a beauty. Oh, he's a beauty.
Is he okay?
He's perfect. Isn't he perfect? Bobby.
We have a son. We have a son.
You were a big help.
Can I see him, please?
What? In the courtroom? my. And Lindsay. Are you guys coming here to this hospital? Well, I don't know what to say, Bobby. Congratulations, man. She's doing the same. I'm gonna give her this news. Maybe that'll wake her up. Okay. See you later. You're not gonna believe this, Beck. Bobby and Lindsay just had a baby boy. She had him right in the courtroom. How about that? Mysterious ways, huh?
Oh, my. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Short labor.
Look at him.
Does he have a name?
Robert.
You named him after you?
What a shock.
Here's my pager. I'm waiting for a call from the appeals court. Any change with Beck?
No.
It's possible that we can get in tonight. Where's Eleanor?
Bobby?
I'll be right there. I need you and Eleanor to get on Westlaw, see if there's any new cases. All our research isn't here.
Her heart rate's still too high.
Has it gone up any more?
No, it's still 140, but that's dangerous, Mrs. Washington.
But it hasn't gotten any worse.
No.
Well, there's that then. Hey, baby.
So I hear you're delivering babies now.
No change?
No.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lindsay's fine.
Yeah, she's in the room. Go up and see her. Hey, Beck. You're a godmother now. 7 pounds, 2 ounces. Thank you. We just need for you to wake up.
Would anyone like to join me in a prayer?
You stinker!
Previously on The Practice.
I'm pregnant.
Who's the father?
Actually, I'm keeping that confidential. He's basically just a sperm donor. And I'm gonna be a single mom.
That's my rape center pager. My name's Lucy Hatcher. I'm a counselor from the Rape Crisis Center. I saw what happened to her. I freaked.
This was your very first call.
I'm just not cut out for Rebecca.
Without your help. Thank you.
Sure.
Get out.
What?
Go!
That's my daughter.
She's suffered some pretty tough internal injuries. There's also some swelling in the brain. Now, she's still unconscious and probably will stay that way until, well, the swelling goes down.
Hey, Beck. You're a godmother now.
We just need for you to wake up.
Dr. Everett, 4148. Dr. Everett, 4148.
Oh, my. He already looks bigger.
Yeah, he eats like a hog.
Oh, he's a gorgeous thing.
Yeah, he is. Hey, Beck. They let me in here with little Bobby.
Her neurological responses are improving. Doctor said the swelling's almost completely down.
Come on, Beck. 3 days. Enough is enough.
That is so beautiful, Michael. It's amazing. When are you publishing?
I'm hoping in June.
Is this one here? Is this going to be the cover?
Either that one or this here, this little girl.
Look at her face.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to see something really incredible, Michael? Okay, this is what I call an amazing picture. Look, that's her head and her hands. Yeah. You helped make that. Can you believe it?
Yeah. That's what I came to talk to you about, Eleanor. I'm not sure that I can stick to the deal.
What do you mean?
I want to help parent this baby. I know, the agreement, but when you asked me to be the father,
Well, I asked you to be the donor.
And I thought that
And never mind the agreement. It's a contract. A signed one, Michael.
My lawyer thinks that I can probably get around that.
You've been to a lawyer?
It's one thing to... I thought that... But to have a baby...
You don't have a baby, Michael. I have a baby. You provided sperm.
I don't want her to grow up without a father.
He changed his mind?
Yes, and we have a contract, and he says he's going to try to get around it. He's already been to see a lawyer.
Okay, try to calm down a little. Who is this guy?
His name is Michael Hale. He is a very successful photographer, and he is an old friend.
Friend like friends, or...
It wasn't a romantic relationship, Lucy. His involvement here is purely genetic.
And you have a signed agreement.
Yes, fully executed, terminating all of his rights as a father, and now he wants to go to court and get it voided.
When's the hearing?
I'm not sure. I threw him out. I don't know.
Okay. I'll see if I can get his lawyer to come here before he goes into court. Once we get a judge involved, it's complicated, Eleanor.
I can't believe he's doing this. We have a deal.
Amanda McGowan, please.
You are?
I'm Lucy Hatcher, rape crisis.
Second door on the right. The doctor's in with her.
Try to get a little rest. I'm gonna go talk to your dad. I'm sorry, who are you?
Lucy Hatcher, rape crisis.
Oh, I already did the rape kit. I need to speak to the father, then I'll be back.
Okay. Amanda, I'm Lucy Hatcher, a counselor from the rape crisis.
How old are you?
11.
She's been gone for over 3 hours. They're usually back here in an hour.
Let me check. Excuse me. Could you check on the status of patient Rebecca Washington? She went down to radiology for a CAT scan several hours ago.
Several hours ago?
Yes.
Hold on. Yes, ICU patient Washington Rebecca went for a PET scan and a CAT scan at 7:30. She did? At what time? She's not in her room.
No, she isn't.
No, she isn't. Would you check with patient escorts, please? Thank you. Well, she should be up here shortly.
Well, when did she leave radiology?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm sure she'll be back here shortly. Hold on. ICU. No, she isn't. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm gonna page the doctor.
Yes, before you do that, nurse, I want to know where Miss Washington is.
I don't know.
Oh, who does know?
I don't know.
Is she lost?
At the moment, that's a possibility.
You keep talking to me in terms of contract, but...
Because that's what we have, Michael. You and
I understand. And I fully intended to go through with it, but...
So what's changed?
What's changed is circumstances.
How? Tell me.
Before, I was thinking in terms of genetics, in terms of sperm fertilizing an egg. But when it becomes a person...
The idea was for it to become a person, Michael.
Yes, but I had no conception of how that would affect me. It will be my child.
No, it won't.
And whatever any
She will
contract
be
may
my
say...
child.
All right. Look, none of us wants to turn this into a big mess.
Well, that's exactly what your client is doing.
Eleanor, you were saying...
We're looking for paternity, then joint custody.
Absolutely not.
You
I
did
will not
primary.
raise my child in a split environment, having her pulled between two...
Look, I'm here right now trying to avoid going to court. If you're...
Then go to court, Michael, because there is no way in hell I am going to give you joint custody.
Do you want us to take a minute outside while you two discuss?
My position will not change in a minute.
Then I guess we see you next with a judge.
I'm not looking for a battle, Eleanor.
Well, you've got one, Michael.
Come on.
We may not win, Eleanor. The law on this in Massachusetts is untested.
Then we're about to test it.
Listen, I'm not necessarily saying make a deal. But if you agree to some limited custody...
I won't.
My fear is if a judge opens this thing up, there's a risk of full joint custody.
How? We have a contract.
I understand. But what if that contract doesn't hold up?
Are you suggesting, Ms. Garrett, this was not a valid contract?
I'm suggesting that there was no meeting of the minds. It's the equivalent of a mistake.
A mistake?
Yes, Mr. Hale had no idea what he was giving up.
Now, wait a second.
Your Honor, this contract violates public policy. There is no question that if my client wanted to surrender a child for adoption, he couldn't do that legally until 4 days after the child was born. And why is that? Because the law doesn't want parents signing away their rights before they know what's really at stake.
Mr. Hale always knew exactly what was at stake when...
How can you make that claim?
Because he executed a contract.
Yes, and perhaps there should be a presumption in favor of that agreement, but it can't be irrebuttable. Not when you're talking about a child. And there will be a child that this very much affects. And that's what's dawning on my client here. His daughter will come to him one day, like it or not, and she may ask why she didn't get to have a father. What is he supposed to do then? Hold up a contract?
All right. I want to hear from the parties on this.
Why?
Because if Mr. Hale is claiming no meeting of the minds, I want to explore exactly what they thought they were agreeing to. 2 o'clock.
Jimmy, please don't take this the wrong way, because I know you're here to support me and I really appreciate it. But that was a horrible performance in there. If a contract is clear on its face, which this one is, you do not go behind it to explore the intent of the parties. There was nothing ambiguous in the language, and you should have been screaming that instead.
Eleanor, this isn't an ordinary contract.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
If you believe that, you're not thinking clearly. Now listen to me. That judge was not about to rule on the face of the language. Not when it involves a child. He's taking into account best interests. You know it as well as I do.
Fine. Then I want to go after Michael as unfit.
With what?
I'll tell you what. We are looking into it, I assure you.
You're looking into it?
How do you lose a patient?
It's possible that she could have been brought to another patient's room who also has the name Washington. And we're checking that out now.
What are the other possibilities?
Well, she could have regained consciousness. She could be roaming around the building.
Would she be strong enough?
Well, she'd be weak, but she had no injuries that would prevent her from being ambulatory.
Hello. I'm Natalie Clarkson from Patient Relations. There's a problem?
Yes, there's a problem. You've lost my daughter.
Okay, and she was last seen where?
She was last seen unconscious.
Helene.
They've lost Rebecca, Bobby. And now they send someone from customer service? You have lost my daughter, who is in a coma.
What are you two whispering about?
There is another Washington, a Regina Washington, who is currently...
What room is she in?
Well, she's listed as being in surgery right now. She's having her kidney removed.
Hey, Luce.
Helen,
Hi, Amanda. How you doing?
I'm okay. Amanda, this is Helen Gamble. She's a district attorney. She's gonna get the guy who did this to you.
I heard you talked a little bit to the police. Can I speak to you, too? Your dad said it would be okay if I asked you some questions.
We can trust her. She's here to help.
Good news is we caught him. At least I'm pretty sure of it. What I was wondering is... I was wondering whether you'd be able to look at what we call a police lineup.
What's that?
Well, you look at 5 men standing side by side, and you point to the man who did it. If you see him.
No.
Well, Amanda...
No, I don't want to see him. Let me talk to Miss Gamble 1 second. Does she have to?
The rape kit turned up nothing. No semen, no DNA. This whole case comes down to eyewitness testimony.
So what, it would be her word against his?
No, we have another eyewitness. A woman saw it from a balcony.
Can't you just arrest on that?
Yes, but the truth is, if Amanda IDs him now in a lineup, our case gets better. And she's more likely to ID him at trial.
I don't think she's strong enough emotionally to see him. I really don't.
I'll push it through arraignment. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you.
There just wasn't any room in my life for a family. As a photojournalist, I'm always leaving for Bosnia or Vietnam, you name it. I never even considered having a child.
Until Miss Frudd asked for your help.
I knew she wanted a baby. And when she approached me to be the donor, it just felt right. And I knew how great she'd be with a child. And I thought if I could do that for her, give her that chance, how could that be wrong?
You signed an agreement
Yes.
relinquishing your rights as a father to this child.
All I can say is I made a mistake. I wanted it to work. I signed the contract thinking it would. But this isn't some abstract gift I can give. It's a child. My child, who deserves to grow up with the love of her father.
When you negotiated this agreement, did you have a lawyer?
Yes.
You intended to give up your rights to this child.
Yes, but as I said...
And now you want the court to disregard your intent.
I'm asking that my current intent be given more weight, especially since it serves the best interest of this child.
Let's consider then the interests of your son, Mr. Hale, the one who's 7 years old.
Objection.
Overruled. What son is this?
Mr. Hale, 7 years ago, a girlfriend of yours had a child.
I was young. I wasn't ready to act like a father.
But now you are.
Yes, now I am.
Are you being a father to this 7-year-old boy?
No.
Why not? You don't think he needs the love of his father?
Objection.
Overruled.
Have you even met that son, Mr. Hale?
Look, I lost the chance to know my son. I can't just walk up to a 7-year-old kid and introduce myself. But here, I have a chance to be there from the start.
Ever tell my client you could never be responsible enough to raise a child?
I once thought that, but I...
Oh, you changed your mind on that, too.
People mature, Mr. Berluti.
Is breaking a contract a sign of maturity?
Have you ever been a father, sir?
No, but you have. 7 years ago, you failed. You're still failing.
Objection.
Overruled.
And now you put this woman under stress while she's 8 months pregnant.
That's not my intent.
You know your intent?
Objection.
Withdrawn. How many months a year are you in town, Mr. Hale?
I am willing to adjust my lifestyle to be here more.
You have a girlfriend, sir?
I do.
How old is she?
What relevance does her age...
The witness has suggested that he's growing up. How old is your girlfriend, sir?
She's 20.
Ever been convicted of anything?
Objection.
Whether he has a record, I think, speaks to his fitness as a parent.
I'll allow it.
Ever been convicted of anything, sir? Let's make it easy. Ever been convicted in the last year?
Yes.
Drugs?
Possession of marijuana.
Are you a pothead, sir?
No, I'm not.
But you smoke dope.
I have used it recreationally, very occasionally.
But you've probably changed your mind about that now, right?
It wasn't her. So wherever she is, she's still got both kidneys. Not a funny joke.
May I ask a question? Has this happened before?
Not often, but it has happened. We're searching radiology. After that, we're going through every floor, every room.
Who took her? Somebody had to wheel her out of the CAT scan.
Yes, the escort who was to bring Rebecca back to the ICU finished work at noon. We haven't been able to find him either. He's not at home, and he doesn't have a cell. Look, obviously, I can't excuse this. All I can say, I know she's somewhere in the building, and we'll find her.
Is nothing beneath you.
Sir, you're represented by counsel.
We have been maybe best friends most of our adult lives, and you attack me like that for what? Legal strategy?
You think that was legal strategy? I'm protecting my daughter.
Well, your turn comes next.
Case number 3216, Commonwealth versus Bruce Wilson. Rape of a minor under the age of 12.
Joshua Pashman for the defense, Your Honor. We waive reading. We'd be seeking personal recognizance.
Opposed?
My client has strong roots in his community.
No job, lives in a housing project. We consider him dangerous as well as a flight risk.
Bail is denied.
Move for a probable cause.
Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, I haven't yet spoke with our witness.
Why are you filing charges? Confer with your witness, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Miss Gamble, I'm Amanda's father.
Oh. I'm very sorry.
What's gonna happen?
Well, we have a probable cause hearing, so I need to find the woman who witnessed it.
She's right there.
Michael and I have been friends for a long time. I chose him as a donor because I liked him, for genetic reasons, and most of all because I trusted him on his word.
But you don't want him as a co-parent.
That's why we signed this agreement.
Could you tell me your main objection?
I don't believe I need a man in my life to raise a happy, healthy daughter. There are a lot of single mothers today who are doing whatever it takes to fulfill their responsibilities as a parent. Moreover, if I were sharing those responsibilities with a man, I never would have chosen Michael Hale.
Why don't you want him to participate?
Because I'm not in love with him. And he doesn't love me. And now, I don't trust him. I got pregnant. I changed my life based on promises he broke. And if we were forced together as co-parents, our entire relationship would be grounded in betrayal. And that mistrust would most definitely harm this child.
But is it better for the child to lose contact with her father?
In this case, yes. It would be better for my daughter to have one loving parent than to be thrown into a situation that is already filled with tension and acrimony.
Are you suggesting Mr. Hale is unfit to be a father?
How can I trust him to? Look at his history. Look at how he's behaved here. This is as irresponsible as it is arbitrary. I am 8 months pregnant. I'm in court. He has put me under stress, put the baby under stress, all on his sudden whim that he wants to be involved.
Well, if you agreed to let him parent, you wouldn't be in court.
Your Honor, he may be well-intentioned, but what's his real motivation? Who's to say this isn't about guilt over abandoning a son, about redemption, about himself rather than any real desire to be a father?
So you don't need a man to help you raise a child. Are you currently with a man, Ms. Frutt?
No.
If you were currently involved with a man, would you still be having a child as a single parent?
I don't know, Miss Garrett. If I were sharing my life with a man, I would likely expect him to be a part of this decision. But I was not involved with anybody at the time that I made this contract. I was not involved with your client, nor am I involved with anybody now. I would never have chosen to have a child with him.
Ms. Frutt, if you were convinced that Mr. Hale would in fact be a model father, would you change your position?
No. Because I'm not in love with him. And I never...
I understand. But let's be fair. Then you are talking about what you want, not necessarily the best interests of the child.
I don't accept that, Your Honor. Because I don't accept your hypothetical that he could ever be a model parent.
You consider yourself an authority on parenthood?
I consider myself an authority on my child.
Are you aware of studies, including one from the U.S. Justice Department, that show children from single-parent homes are more likely to drop out of school, more likely to commit crimes?
Most of those studies are pertaining to impoverished families. I have financial means.
Yes, because you work. Plan to continue working?
Yes.
When do you plan to go back to work, Ms. Frutt?
I'm not sure.
Within 3 years?
Yes.
Are you aware of the studies showing that the child's attachment to the working mother can be significantly harmed?
I'm aware of the studies that reject that position. Some even say a child can benefit from their experiences at daycare.
Do you plan to put the child in daycare?
I will not be cross-examined on whether or
Miss
not...
Frutt, if you go back to work full-time, you won't be the only primary caregiver. Who will help you?
I plan to hire.
You haven't yet.
No, because I haven't needed to yet.
So we don't know who this other primary caregiver will be. You just don't want it to be her father.
He is not the father. He is a sperm donor.
Okay. Are you aware of the U.S. Department of Education report that says children do better in schools when their fathers are involved?
Well, I would be very surprised if that study embraced non-resident fathers.
Well, it did, but my question was, did you even read the study?
No.
So what studies on single parenting did you rely on before deciding to become a single mother? Are you aware, for example, that single-parent children are more likely to be antisocial, more likely to suffer from anxiety, depression, hyperactivity, are more likely to need psychiatric care, are more likely to commit suicide as a teenager, more likely to drop out of school?
More likely than who? Children of married, intact parents? What about divorced parents? Are their children more
So
likely...
you are an authority. Do you know the statistics, Ms. Frutt?
I know all the risks, Miss Garrett.
And you simply decided to assume them on behalf of your daughter in her best interest.
Objection. This is badgering
It
now.
is no such thing. I am merely trying to ascertain whether the witness knows of these studies, knows of these statistics, as she boldly claims she knows what's best for her daughter.
I know I am not a statistic fighting to survive. I have choices. And I know my daughter would be better off without your client as a co-parent.
Because you make no room for the possibility that he can change. And you don't want to give him the chance to change, do you, Miss Frutt? Because it's not what you want. Please say it for the record. Because one day, your daughter may want to read it.
Well, hello there.
Where am I?
Not Las Vegas, tell you that.
What happened?
What happened? You need to ask what happened? You had a baby.
What do you mean I had a baby?
You had a little baby girl, 7 pounds, 2 ounces. A beautiful little baby.
What are you talking about?
Maybe you better lie back down.
No, you lie back down. I didn't have a baby. I was blown up, that's what I was.
What's wrong? Says she didn't have a baby, she was blown up. I know how you feel. My first child until they gave me the epidural.
Didn't have a baby. What's wrong with you people? Can I get a phone? I did not have a baby.
Can we make a call for you?
Yes. Bobby Donald, 753.
I know Bobby Donald. He had a baby too.
Where the hell am I? Is there some rubber room or something? I was blown up. I didn't have a baby.
Roberta, you need to calm down.
My name is not Roberta. It's Rebecca. I was never pregnant. I didn't have a baby. I never had a baby. I don't want a baby. Can you get that through your baby happy head?
Yes, you were blown up. This is the missing patient. Your name is Rebecca?
Yes. Single, without child.
This is the missing patient.
And after he ran off, I took her and her father to the hospital.
Are you sure about the man you saw?
Yes. He lives in the building. I know who he is.
Miss Tritter, I smell alcohol. Have you been drinking?
I've had a few beers. It's been a day.
At the time you saw the rape, were you drinking then?
2 beers.
Our probable cause hearing is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'd prefer you not drink before that.
Okay.
Dr. Langell, CICU. Dr. Langell, CICU.
Rebecca!
Mom.
Oh, are you all right?
I don't know. Everybody keeps telling me I had a baby and that Bobby had a baby. I don't know what's going on.
There was a Roberta Washington who checked out.
Rebecca, I'm Dr. Emmerich. Can I just look in your eyes for a second?
It's a miracle. I don't know what happened. I mean, I remember some explosion and then these wackos keep telling me everybody's having babies.
Beck, Lindsay and I did have a baby. A little boy. Robert Gordon Donnell.
You had a baby?
Yeah.
Did I? How's it going?
Well, I'm studying up. I'll be ready.
Am I being selfish?
No. What's best for that baby?
Not him.
Then that's the answer. Period.
Thank you.
I'll be ready, Eleanor. We ain't losing this.
Okay. Okay.
And when I looked down from the window, that's when I saw him.
Him being...
That man. He was raping the girl.
Are you sure it was him?
Positive.
Thank you, Miss Tritter.
No questions.
You can step down, ma'am. Miss Gamble, it's thin, but I'm finding probable cause. Defendant is bound over for trial, and trial is scheduled for March 12th. Defendant goes back into custody. We're adjourned.
Miss Gamble? Can I talk to you?
Sure.
Will my drinking have to come up at the trial?
Yes, Miss Tritter.
You can call me Michelle.
Michelle. It will definitely come up at trial. The defendant's lawyer is going to try to discredit you with your drinking.
I seen stuff on the news about this already. I just recently met a guy, and I'm also trying to get a job, you know? If he makes me out this big alcoholic...
Listen, I won't lie to you. It'll be rough. You're basically our entire case.
What about the girl?
Well, she's not in the best emotional shape right now. I really need you, Michelle.
Okay.
There is simply no basis whatsoever for denying Michael Hale some limited custody. Every study has shown undeniably the child's psychological well-being is best served with a connection to the father. For young children, it affects cognitive development, social competence, the ability to trust. Some studies have even linked the father's involvement to a higher IQ. Paternal involvement during middle childhood has been known to have a positive effect on school success. Your Honor, these studies are as sobering as they are unanimous. Fatherless kids are more susceptible to depression, more likely to commit crimes, to drop out of school, to commit suicide, 11 times more likely to be violent, more likely to abuse drugs. Does this mean a single mother can't successfully raise a child? Of course not. It happens a lot. And to be fair, studies also show that parental conflict can have a negative impact. But the likelihood is that this child will be better off with a connection to her dad. All we're asking for is that he be allowed to be involved. with virtually every study, every child psychologist concurring that this is in the best interests of the child, how can Ms. Frutt say no? How can she not be willing to even give Michael Hale a chance? If he's willing to adjust his work, to change his lifestyle, if he's matured and he's ready to accept responsibility, Eleanor Frutt doesn't want to give him that chance because she wants to maintain complete control over that baby. And even if Michael Hale were the perfect father, she would hold fast to that position. That is a selfish position. It has absolutely nothing to do with the best interests of this baby.
Eleanor,
I want to respond.
let me.
Jimmy, I want to...
Eleanor, sit. I read all those studies. I spoke with several experts. And Ms. Garrett's right. Better the child have some connection to her father. Better he be involved in her life right from the start. That's the best case scenario. But that scenario wasn't available to Eleanor Frutt. She wasn't with a man. She decided she wanted to be a single parent. So she went to a friend and asked him to be a donor. She never would have done so had there been a condition of his parental involvement. Never. All these studies, none of them apply to this particular situation. As for the best interests of this particular child, yes, we maintain she is better off with Eleanor acting as a single parent. Better off without Mr. Hale. He failed with his son. He's never exercised any real degree of maturity or responsibility. There are plenty of studies to show the damage caused to a child when a bond is broken once a parent takes off. We maintain it's a risk letting this baby become emotionally attached to Mr. Hale. Ms. Garrett says, why not try? Let's just see. What's the harm? Well, it does do harm in failure. There are studies to show that. Eleanor Frutt is the only person who can be trusted with this child's welfare. She's the only one who's earned that trust. We don't let sperm donors from sperm banks across the country, we don't let them change their minds, start requesting DNA tests so they can track down their offspring and insert themselves into the kids' lives. He's looking for special treatment just because he knows where his sperm went. A deal was made. Michael Hale has made no demonstration with his past or present behavior that his involvement as a parent would run to the benefit of this child. Accordingly, I would ask the court not to overturn the rights of my client pursuant to this valid, legally enforceable contract.
Why can't it just be over? I want it to be over.
Honey, all they need is for you to testify as to what happened and who did it.
Please, Daddy.
Look, we don't have to talk about this right now. Hey, how's it going?
You tell us.
Could I talk to you outside for a second? All I have is an eyewitness from a considerable distance who was probably under the influence. Even with your daughter testifying, she's easily shakeable, Mr. McGowan.
What are you telling me?
It doesn't look good.
He lives in our building. You have to get him, Miss Gamble. He lives in our building. You can't lose this bastard.
It'll be tough, Mr. McGowan.
He lives in our building.
All rise.
Be seated.
I've never had a case like this. There's contract law, and there's best interests of the child. As a matter of public policy, I have to give the latter more weight. Ms. Frutt, all the prevailing studies favor a child's connection with a father. While I don't doubt a single mother can successfully raise a child, I don't think single parenting gives you or your daughter an advantage. I certainly salute your resolve and fortitude. But I'm reminded of Penelope Leach's words. Why is it socially reprehensible for a man to leave a baby fatherless, but courageous or admirable for a woman to have a baby whom she knows will be so? In looking at this particular case, I don't know whether this child will be better served by Ms. Frutt acting alone or with Mr. Hale's involvement. It's crystal ball gazing, and I just don't know. And I don't like to rule on statistical probabilities. Without clear and convincing evidence, I'm going to let the contract tip the scale. I find the agreement at issue here valid. Plaintiff's legal rights as a father are thereby terminated. The request to add Mr. Hale's name to the birth certificate upon delivery is denied, and we are adjourned.
You stinker!
Previously on the practice.
Amanda, I'm Lucy Hatcher, a counselor from the Rape Crisis Center. How old are you?
11. Good news is we caught him. At least I'm pretty sure of it. I was wondering whether you'd be able to look at what we call a police lineup.
No, I don't want to see him. I don't think she's strong enough emotionally to see him. I really don't.
This whole case comes down to eyewitness testimony.
So what, it would be her word against his?
No, we have another eyewitness. A woman saw it from a balcony. Are you sure about the man you saw?
Yes, he lives in the building. I know who he is.
Miss Tritter, I smell alcohol. Have you been drinking?
I've had a few beers.
At the time you saw the rape, were you drinking then?
2 beers.
All I have is an eyewitness who was probably under the influence. Even with your daughter testifying, she's easily shakeable, Mr. McGowan.
What are you telling me?
It doesn't look good.
What do you mean, no plea?
He backed out of the deal. He wants to go to trial.
He can't do that.
Unfortunately, he can. Until the plea is entered with the judge, he has
Does this
the right...
mean she'll have to testify?
It means she might.
You have the other witness.
I can't make this case with Michelle Tritter alone, Howard. You know this. Amanda will probably have to take the stand. I will do everything I can to protect her. Maybe if Michelle Tritter's testimony is compelling enough, we could reintroduce the idea of a plea to spare Amanda from... Look, Howard, I don't want to be a killer DA here. You want to call this off?
We can't. He lives in our building. If he goes free, she's got to see him every day. I mean, he could rape her again. He's that sick. Do what you have to do to get him, Miss Campbell. Try to spare my little girl.
Jimmy. Michelson.
I worked out an installment plan.
I know this, but his first payment was due last Friday.
I'll call him.
I'd appreciate it if you could call him today.
Excuse me. I'm here to see Robert Donnell.
You are?
Kate Littlefield.
Yes, he's expecting you. Can I get you some coffee or something?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Right this way.
I bet she stopped some traffic once or twice.
Who is she?
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, that was no kick, though. Ow.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just, I'm gonna sit.
Thank you so much for agreeing to meet with me. My husband is Raymond Littlefield. I don't know whether you read the newspapers. He's been charged with murdering my daughter. He didn't.
Your daughter, so his stepdaughter.
Yes. Our attorney, who I consider to be excellent, I'm convinced he no longer believes in my husband's innocence. And neither Raymond nor myself, for that matter, feel that it's wise to go into a trial with a lawyer who's less than sure of the cause.
May I stop you? For the most part, the lawyer's personal beliefs about his client's guilt or innocence, it rarely matters much.
You don't care?
Not really.
I guess for our own peace of mind, we'd like to walk into that room with a lawyer who's truly with us. I'm also informed an attorney who believes in his client's innocence usually puts more pressure on himself. We'd like the benefit of that pressure.
Tell me about the case. I've read a little, but...
My daughter was bludgeoned to death last October. Some of her blood was found on one of Raymond's golf clubs.
Is that the extent of the evidence?
That, and they claim he had an affair with her. He didn't.
Is it getting worse?
It's not sharp, but it's not going away either.
Why don't we just go to the doctor to be safe?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Come on.
Amanda, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
You're looking so much better. You know, we might need you to come tell what happened in court.
You said I didn't have to.
Well, that's what we're hoping, and it's still possible you might not have to.
The man's gonna be there?
Amanda, you will be totally safe. There will be a lot of policemen and court officers.
What if nobody believes me?
You don't have to worry about that. Making them believe, that's my job. You just have to tell what happened. Can you do that?
She's so fragile right now. Is there any way to get a continuance?
I'm asking for one, but this judge is a nightmare with his docket. I can't see him giving us any more time.
She's still in bad shape, Helen. A week, a month.
I'll try. But if she has to, can she do it?
The question is not so much can she, it's should she. Sticking her in a room with the man who raped her? She'll see him sitting there in a nice suit, getting called mister by these authority figures. Then she'll be attacked by the defense lawyer.
I understand. Can she do it?
Can she? Probably yes. But try to get her more time.
All the evidence of the affair came from my daughter. She told her friends this. She told her sister.
And you think she was making it up?
She was very troubled. She would say things to get attention. 2 years ago, when Raymond wouldn't let her go to a party, she threatened to say that he molested her. She was getting counseling, but she was pathological, Mr. Donnell.
Okay, now, what about her blood on your husband's golf club?
We believe the club was planted.
By who?
No idea. Raymond had some enemies at work. Fiona, my daughter, had enemies too. She'd gotten into some drug problems. Perhaps somebody wanted to kill her, had knowledge of this so-called affair, and then used it to frame Raymond. Or perhaps somebody just wanted to frame Raymond to...
To what?
Get even.
Who would want to do that?
He was having an affair with a woman, which ended last summer.
Do you think that this woman might have killed your daughter?
I don't even know her. Raymond thinks not. The police think not.
How old was your daughter?
16.
Is this where you're getting the pains?
Yeah, right there.
Could be just ligament strain or muscle spasm. Could be preeclampsia. Your BP's a little high.
Well, the paternity suit really stressed me out.
There are also trace amounts of protein in your urine.
Oh, great.
Eleanor, have you been feeling sick lately? Had the flu, a cold?
No. Why?
You've got an elevated white blood cell count, which is normal in pregnancy, but you're high. I want to run some more tests.
Okay, now you're freaking me out.
Eleanor, I know you don't want Ben because he's a personal friend, but I'd like for him to see you.
Is the baby in danger?
Not at all. But I want Ben Gideon to see you.
All rise. The Honorable Abraham Betts presiding. Council remains standing.
No need to get comfortable. This isn't going to take very long. Miss Gamble, your motion for continuance is denied.
Your Honor.
I told you, probable cause on this is thin. The defendant does have the right to a fair and speedy trial, Miss Gamble. Have you forgotten that?
The rape wasn't that long ago.
The longer you wait, the less fresh the memories of your witnesses.
Yes, thank you for your concern. You also have my motion to let the child testify via closed-circuit television.
Denied. This trial starts after lunch.
Your Honor, I'd like to be heard on my second motion.
You've been read.
The victim is 11, forcing an 11-year-old little girl to sit in the same room with a man who raped her.
That's his right. Confrontation clause. Face-to-face confrontation if she testifies.
It doesn't need to be in the courtroom. She could testify closed circuit.
It's not done that way in Massachusetts, Your Honor.
It could be.
That's it, Miss
You could
Gamble.
save an 11-year-old girl from needlessly
That's
suffering
enough.
here.
The law is the law. Your motion is denied. This trial will start in 1 hour. Get your witnesses.
Why is he being like that?
Because he's a judge who cares more about his docket than the emotions of an 11-year-old rape victim.
So what now?
Let's start the case, see how it goes. Maybe I can still get a plea.
And if you can't? You gave me your word.
Mr. McGowan, let's just see how it goes.
We found evidence of vaginal penetration, lesions, and bruising. The hymen was broken.
Doctor, were you able to form a medical opinion as to what happened?
Based on the examination, the injuries are consistent with forcible penetration.
Any evidence of semen?
No.
Any physical evidence, other than the injuries, that suggests she was raped?
No, but the injuries
Thank you, Doctor. You've answered my questions.
You're up next. 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
Just try to relax. You say exactly what... Michelle, I smell beer.
I had one. That's all.
Oh, great.
Miss Gamble, I was trembling. My hands were shaking. Just to calm me. I'm fine.
You need to be strong up there.
Okay.
His lawyer is gonna come at you. Just remember, you're standing up there for a young girl. You need to be as strong as you can.
Okay.
I hate to be plundering.
Well, my wife's been screaming at me to go on vacation anyway. Files are in good shape. Investigator reports. You can use all my exhibits. I can have them messengered over. What's the matter?
Losing a high-profile case a week before trial, one would think you'd be a little more upset.
Be other cases, Bobby.
He told you he did it.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Bobby?
You can't put him on the stand to say he didn't do it since you know the truth. So he needs a lawyer who doesn't know the truth. That's what's going on here, isn't it?
Bobby?
You know too much.
He has denied his guilt at all times.
Uh-huh.
I looked out of my window into the vacant lot and seen him on top of Amanda with his pants down. She got away and started to run, but he started chasing her.
Who was the man?
Him. Bruce Wilson. He lives in the Adams Green projects with us. He was running after Amanda, and she was crying, you know? Leave me alone.
What did you do?
I ran down to help. I don't know her real well, but I know her dad's crippled. I got downstairs. Wilson was already gone. So I got Amanda settled down. She was totally upset and crying, holding herself. You know, down here. She said that she...
Objection. Hearsay.
Excited utterance.
Objection sustained.
What did you do next?
I took her to her dad. But he doesn't have a car, so we took a bus to the emergency room so she could see a doctor.
And Miss Tritter, had you been drinking that day?
I drank 2 beers that morning, but I wasn't drunk. I drink a lot. 2 beers didn't really affect me that much.
Are you sure you saw what happened?
Yes.
You ran down when you saw the girl being attacked?
Yes.
Right away?
That's right.
So you saw the attacker for, what, half a second?
No. A couple of seconds. I had to look and figure out
You
what
had
was...
to look, because the vacant lot, it's about 200 feet from your house, right?
I guess.
And when you got there, the man was gone.
Yeah, he'd run away.
From 200 feet, you watch for a whole couple of seconds, but you're sure that my client is the man? You're an alcoholic, aren't you, Ms. Tritter?
He did it. I saw him.
You're an alcoholic, aren't you, Ms. Tritter?
Pretty much.
You ever lie about how much you've had to drink?
Sometimes. Does your client ever lie about raping children?
Move to strike.
Sustained.
You were drunk that day, weren't you, Ms. Tritter?
No.
No, you have a car, don't you?
Yes.
Didn't you tell Mr. McGowan that you were too drunk to drive?
I didn't want to put anybody at risk. But I saw what I saw.
Had any alcohol today?
One beer,
Ever been convicted of a crime?
once,
What was the charge?
public drunkenness.
You were found passed out on a sidewalk. Am I correct?
Yes.
What have they told you?
Just that I could have some mysterious infection.
Is he holding anything back?
He's an old friend, Eugene. He's not gonna lie to me.
I might, if there was money involved. Benjamin Gideon. Eugene Young. Nice to meet you.
All right, cut the small talk. Just tell me.
We still don't know.
Did I tell you he was funny?
The ultrasound is clean. No stones. Ducts are clear.
So, more tests?
You might have something called chorioamnionitis, an infection of the amniotic fluid. I want to schedule an amnio.
Is it serious?
Could be.
Ben, just tell me, damn it. Is it serious?
Eleanor, I'm not hiding anything from you. We just don't know.
What was your relationship with her?
At first, she hated me because I wasn't her father. She called me step thing, but then our relationship improved.
How old was she when you two married?
13.
As I became more of a father figure, we had run-ins over discipline. It probably became a typical father-daughter relationship.
With the exception that she claimed that you slept with her.
She had a history of lying, Mr. Donnell. The more exotic, the better. This one happened to make her more interesting to her friends.
The bottom line is there's just no evidence of it other than Fiona going around saying it happened.
You said she was getting counseling.
Yes.
Has anybody spoken to this counselor?
She told him it happened. The prosecution plans to call him as a witness.
She lied to him, too.
Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to bring a motion in limine to suppress your daughter's statements. If we win...
Can you?
We have a shot. If we win, there's a chance that the affair...
The allegation of that affair.
Yes. There's a chance that it'll never come into evidence.
And if we lose?
Our chances get worse. Now, I have to ask one thing. I don't mean to be offensive, but...
What?
Did the police ever consider you a suspect?
You're asking me if I killed my own daughter.
Since you had access to both the victim and the weapon, I'm wondering if the police ever asked.
The night of the murder, I was at my daughter's school at a board meeting. And whether or not the police checked, you'll have to ask them.
Michelle.
I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I'm a drunk. And I didn't do that girl much good today.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I saw the jury looking at me.
Michelle, you stuck to what you saw, and you were incredibly brave.
Is Amanda going to have to testify?
I think she may have to, yes.
I'm so sorry.
I can just feel it, Lindsay. She did it.
What's her motive? To kill her own daughter?
I don't know yet. Insurance, frame her husband, I don't know. I'll find out.
Bobby, don't you have a slight conflict here? I mean, she's the one who hired you.
To defend him. He's the client, not her.
I'm not so sure. They both seem to be the clients. If you're going to undermine her, maybe you should get outside ethics counsel to tell you what to do.
How does it feel? This is where you'll sit.
Where's my dad gonna be?
Right over here, the whole time.
And I'll be here too, Amanda.
I'm just gonna ask you a few easy questions just so you can get used to talking up there, okay?
Where is he gonna be?
Your father?
No, him.
I can't answer that. I'm not allowed to. But he'll be in the courtroom, and you never have to look at him except when I ask you to point to him. Can you do that? I can still call it off. Look, I won't lie. I think the guy'll do it again. I want him off the streets. But doctor, if you're telling me it would be too detrimental to Amanda...
I think it's too soon.
The thing is, I can't afford to move. If he's not convicted, he's back in the projects. He's back in our building.
Doctor.
I'm worried about the trauma, but I'm also concerned of the lasting effects. Her feeling responsible for his freedom should he rape again.
I want to put her on. You have my word. If it gets too rough, I will call this whole thing off.
The statements are all hearsay. The prosecution is trying to introduce them as proof.
I maintain these would be exceptions to the hearsay rule.
How?
If counsel took the time to read our memorandum, you
I
would
read it
see...
twice, Your Honor. The victim boasted of this affair with the defendant. There's no bragging exception to the hearsay rule.
Hold on. Am I to understand that the evidence of an affair between the victim and the defendant, you have nothing independent of the girl's claims?
That's correct. But if you look at the affidavit from Fiona's therapist, you will see that she was quite upset when she told him of the affair. That would qualify these statements as excited utterances and therefore exempt
The
them from...
affidavit says the victim was emotional. It never says excited.
Who did the victim make these claims to?
To her sister, several friends, and her therapist.
And when she told her sister and her friends, what was the tenor of it?
She was essentially boasting about it. Yes.
We drew a good judge in Hiller. She goes by the law, which gives us a shot, and she shouldn't take long to rule.
It is hearsay, right?
Yes, but many times judges find a way to let this stuff in. In any event, we have to prepare. Jenny, I'd like to talk to you about your sister. Can I do that?
Okay.
And I have some more things to go over with you. Can you come by after lunch?
We'll be there. Come on. Let's go see Daddy.
Bobby, I just talked to Beck. According to the probate, when Fiona died, Kate Littlefield became the sole beneficiary of a $2 million family trust.
Gee, what a shock.
Bobby, if she's our target, she did sign the retainer agreement. Technically, I think she is a client. We gotta protect ourselves.
Okay. We're ready. You can walk in with me, Amanda. I'll hold your hand. Amanda. You just look at me or the floor, nowhere else. Nobody's gonna hurt you in there. Let's go. Amanda?
Ms. Gamble, are you calling this witness?
Amanda, you need to come up to the witness chair.
Ms. Gamble?
Amanda.
Ms. Gamble?
Your Honor, Commonwealth rests.
Your Honor.
You're not calling this witness?
No, Your Honor.
Sidebar, Your Honor.
Chambers.
I should be allowed to cross-examine.
I did not call her.
She just gave testimony in that room.
She did no such
She
thing.
made an identification, and you know it, Helen. She looked at him, stared.
She did not take the stand. I didn't call her.
She needs an identification, so she waltzes that girl in there to stare at my client without being sworn.
I didn't plan what was going to happen in that room.
Please. This cannot go to the jury. I want a mistrial.
Oh, right. Then you'll argue jeopardy has attached because we caused a mistrial. What, so he can walk free to rape another sixth grader? You don't want to be responsible for that.
Is that what this is, Miss Gamble? You couldn't make the case, so you want me to take the heat for letting him back on the streets?
I'm not trying to do that.
If what just happened in there was planned, he's right. You are totally unethical. And if you were surprised, you are grossly incompetent, even for a government lawyer. Either way, you're the one to blame for a mistrial here. You, not me.
We pushed that little girl before she was ready. You especially, Your Honor. This is what happens.
I say what happens here, not you. Now get out.
Did you believe your sister at all?
No. She liked to shock people, and this had a great shock value, sleeping with her stepfather. All attention would just turn to her.
And you told this to the police?
Yes.
Okay, your dad. Does he have a temper?
Not really. I mean, he can get mad, but if you're asking if he could have done this, the answer is no way.
Okay, I have to ask. What about your mother?
What about her?
She had access to the victim and the murder weapon. What was your mother's relationship with Fiona?
It was fine.
Could you conceive of her wanting to harm your sister?
No.
For me to help your dad, is there anything you're not telling me?
My mother loved my sister. She would never hurt her.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Ms. Gamble's bringing a witness into this room, then changing her mind and deciding not to call her was one of the sorriest, most reprehensible things I have ever seen on the bench. Ms. Gamble's arrogance and stupidity should have been apparent to everyone in this courtroom. Now, the defendant has moved for a mistrial. That motion is denied. You are, however, to give no consideration to the victim's behavior in this room, not even her presence. None. The evidence before you is only the testimony of Miss Tritter and the testimony of Dr. Inwood. Nothing else. We'll adjourn for 20 minutes, then Mr. Pashman, you'll begin your closing.
There's no conflict per se. Who you think did it doesn't matter. You're simply trying to establish that Raymond Littlefield didn't.
Rebecca, you know what we're talking about. We might plan B the wife. She hired us, and I'm thinking she's a client.
And are you going to do that?
We don't know, but it's an option. Can we?
Well, here's where it gets murky. If you tip her off that you plan to go after her, then it undermines the interests of Raymond.
We know it's murky. I want the answer.
Don't snap at me. I just got out of a coma.
Look, we need independent counsel to give us an opinion. In the meantime, if we win on this hearsay issue, we won't need to plan B anybody. So let's see how that goes.
What about Raymond's mistress?
I'm meeting with her today.
How's she doing?
Okay, she feels pretty good.
What about emotionally? How's she holding up?
She's scared.
All they have to identify my client, all they have is the testimony of an admitted alcoholic who says she saw it for a couple of seconds from 200 feet away while she was drinking. That's it. A 2-second ID from 200 feet away from a woman who was too drunk to even drive at the time. Was there any physical evidence linking this crime to my client? No. Any DNA? No. A hair? A fiber? Secretion of oil from a hand? A fingerprint? Nothing. The say-so of a drunk at 200 feet. That's the prosecution's entire case. Beyond reasonable doubt.
Sometimes the strength of a prosecution's case can't equal the horror of a crime. An 11-year-old girl was raped. It would be nice to have DNA. 11 years old. With the idea that a rapist could be put back out there to rape more children, I'd love to have more eyewitnesses than I do. But as it is often the case, when rapists abduct 11-year-old little girls and drag them off to rape them, they look for secluded areas where there's less chance of being seen. And most rapists, they're not seen. But this rapist was seen. Michelle Tritter told you exactly what she saw, and her testimony is uncontroverted. She bravely got up there, under attack, being called a drunk, and she bravely told you what she saw. Now, the defense talked about all the evidence we don't have. Why is that? It's because they know what we do have. The medical evidence, the eyewitnesses' evidence, is more than enough to convict. Miss Tritter's not perfect. No eyewitness ever is. But if you believe her, then you know what happened here. Bruce Wilson was doing exactly what Michelle Tritter saw him doing. He was raping Amanda McGowan, 11 years old. It's not a question of whether we've proved it beyond reasonable doubt. We have proved it beyond any doubt. The day his daughter was raped, Howard McGowan asked me if I would get the man who did this. I told him I couldn't really do that. But you can.
Do you realize my little girl is already bigger than this guy?
Then I'd go straight C-section, that's all I can say.
Oh, I'll take her any way she comes.
Yay.
Hey. Oh, she can stay. Just tell me.
You really want to know?
You really want to live? Tell me.
Lab results are normal, including the repeat CBC.
Meaning?
Meaning we need the bed, and you're starting to bug me. So, go home.
Really?
I'll give you the steroids to take home. You can start tomorrow.
I'm okay. The baby's okay.
Crisis averted. Yeah.
Oh, my God. My God.
Be seated.
I have reviewed the prosecution's proffer as well as the declaration of the victim's therapist. The right to confront one's accuser, the right to cross-examine prosecutorial witnesses, these are fundamental principles to our criminal justice system. The statements made by the victim that she was having an affair with the defendant, these are out-of-court declarations, being offered for the truth of those declarations. They constitute hearsay. They are inadmissible, and they will not be entered into evidence for the purpose of this proceeding. We are adjourned.
Well, congratulations. You now have an excellent chance at freedom.
What happens now?
I expect the DA will be calling me to strike a deal. All they have now for evidence is the victim's blood on your golf club. And they can't make reasonable doubt on that.
Are you accusing me of murder, Mr. Berluti?
I'm doing no such thing. I'm just interviewing everybody who could conceivably have a grudge against Raymond Littlefield. You two were lovers. You broke up 3 months before.
If I were going to kill somebody out of anger, wouldn't I have chosen him?
I'm not saying you killed anybody. I'm just...
You're looking for somebody to point the finger at to create reasonable doubt. I'm a lawyer myself, Mr. Berluti, and I'm more than familiar with the tactics employed by your firm. You rise only slightly above the kind of person who would kill a young girl with a golf club.
I don't appreciate that.
And I don't appreciate being set up as a Plan B victim.
Okay. As somebody who knows Mr. Littlefield, do you think he's capable of committing this crime?
I think anybody's capable of swinging a golf club in a fit of rage. Do I think he did? No.
Who's your suspect, then?
Have you looked at his wife?
You think she would kill her own daughter?
I think anybody's capable of swinging a golf club in a fit of rage.
Why did you and Mr. Littlefield end your affair?
His wife found out about it.
The defendant will please rise. Mr. Foreman, the jury has reached a unanimous verdict.
We have, Your Honor.
What say you?
Commonwealth versus Bruce Wilson on the count of rape of a child under 12. We find the defendant, Bruce Wilson, guilty.
Members of the jury, this completes your service. You're dismissed with the thanks of the court. Security, please take the defendant into custody. We'll see you on March the 20th for sentencing, and we're adjourned.
We'll need a victim impact statement from you and Amanda.
Miss Campbell.
Go see your daughter.
You look ready to dance.
Actually, I am. As blown away as I feel.
What's up?
Well, when I called you, I was prepared to offer manslaughter. Then...
What?
DNA analysis came up from Baltimore. There was some contaminated blood on the victim near the vagina. We've identified the contaminant. It was a trace of semen. It genetically matches your client. We're as shocked as you. If you need more time to prepare, we'll of course agree to a continuance.
Don't lie to me.
It can't be right.
It's pretty much a scientific certainty, Raymond. They will now be able to prove you were there and you had sex with her. The game is over, Raymond. If I have any chance at all of saving you from a life sentence, you have to tell me how that semen got there.
I didn't kill her.
How did that semen get there, Raymond? Aside from being sick, you're screwed.
I didn't kill her, Mr. Donald. Whatever else else might have happened between us. I did not kill her.
Oh, my God.
And it took them till now to identify it?
Evidently, it was contaminated. Now they're sure it's his semen.
Unbelievable.
How old was the stepdaughter?
16.
What a pig. Are you ready for your soup? You have to eat now.
Yes, but I have to go to the bathroom first. And it needs more salt.
How do you know?
Because your soup always does. And who makes soup for breakfast anyway?
Get your own nurse, one who can fry an egg.
I can scramble eggs.
Fantastic. His own stepdaughter. You know, kids just aren't innocent anymore, Jimmy. These days, it's all about... Eleanor! Oh, Eleanor! Eleanor! Oh, God. Eleanor! Eleanor! Oh, jeez. Oh.
Yes, it's an emergency. We got a woman, 8 months pregnant, unconscious. Is she breathing?
Get an ambulance.
We need an ambulance now. 466 Millbury Street, apartment 11B. Get it here now.
Eleanor.
You stinker.